Hi guys, Nay here. Welcome back to playthrough of Civilization Beyond Earth as Samatacha Mabare. We have last time finished one of the most important buildings, and that is the mass digester with 4 grower specialist slots. They are giving us 3 food and 2 energy for each. That's very similar to a farm on a grassland tile, 3 food plus the energy. And there's a potential to raise it up to, well, up to 2 extra yields. So for food, that will be quite soon. Magan has grown to size 10. That means another trade convoy is available. Let's use it as well. We have already quite a lot of trade routes to Magan give some decent food yields to all of our cities except Bongani, because Bongani has enough food for it of its own. We can, if we want, purchase the mass digester in all our cities. However, I would prefer not to and instead hard build it so that we can build up quest for petrochemical plants. This will give us not culture, but we'll use the plastic for construction, additional production, especially in Genali. As you can see, I'm not improving the eggs with bed. That would give me only some culture, but with generator. That's not really improving the resource. However, the city is definitely going to work the tiles, so are improving yields of a tile that will definitely be worked. Here we go, more mass digesters. They will be online in 5 or 6 turns. Buy a factory would be, I think it's reasonable to build this in 5 turns, and in 5 or 6 turns I will launch another wave of settlers, well, colonists. This convoy will go to Farah. I see that Farah will gain 15 energy per turn, but I get 8 and 3 science per turn as well. And it turns out our Al-Falah is a good trading partner for the African Union. Let's improve the personality trait and get ourselves these extra juicy special yields and additional 25% growth in cities when healthy, additional 10. You can see these growers give 4 food and 2 energy, which is probably better than, well, empty tile in any case. And it might be slightly worse than a tile with a resource and an improvement. And in Bongani, the mass digester would take 10 turns. How about we buy it outright and build a thorium reactor instead? You see, the mass digester is a relatively large building with 255 production going in. That will be 570 energy. That's acceptable. Instead of working these 2 food, 1 energy, or 1 food, 2 production tiles. Production is good, don't take me wrong, but these growers are much more important. We finished the quest subset curse. I wonder what we did to finish it. But we got 10% respect from diplomatic partners and affinity towards harmony. Level 6, which propels us up to pretty decent amount and changes the look of Samatachi Mabare. And the mass digesters were finished, and as you can see, the building is being worked. Not in generally. Here 3, here 3. Ion, there are 7 citizens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the rest? Right, in the traders. Let's get you in the grower slots. We need more people, and this is the way to get them. Right, Magan finished the biofactory. I forgot it took like 2 or 3 turns only. Let's go agricultural development in here and social development in Ion. Got upgrades. That means we can finally go to the affinity specific units, and that means Cutter into Screamer and later into the Argo. Not for a special or specific reason, but I just am going into the hybrid affinity. Marine into Brawler will be stronger when alone, will be a champion. Well, this looks very much like Immortal later. the mass digester as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 citizens. Yeah, I think there are plenty of good tiles. Well, the rest will be as a grower here. We got a station to charter. Let's have Keagungan over here. That's not a good place. I was planning to settle next to the chitin, but since I do not need it, there is no place I could settle over here. I could on the very snowy tip or in the water. That's a possibility. But our next colonist will probably go south, probably onto the water for all these cinemas. Quest for mass digester takes like cardboard. We can either get one production or one food. Let's take the food. And since we finished all the mass digesters, I promised a wave of colonists. Let's purchase them. They are much cheaper for 270. 1, 2, 3, 4, and well, I'm 1 energy short for the 5th one. Well, disease might be a bit dangerous. I take that. Yeah, there are alien sea dragons nearby. This settler will go. I want to not to spread my cities, but pack them densely, so it might settle over here or on the land even. 1, 2, 3. This place or this place could be good enough. And this one, well, there's not enough space up here. I could settle the very north, and I think this is a good idea. We will have the food, of course. Shore, probably on the peninsula down here. And Thabo purchases a colonist as well. Quest acclimation. Ion was struck by an enormous tremor. Our geologists detected significant geothermal activity located in the canyon near the city. Well, there is a canyon. Building microbial mine building in Ion. This is a harmony quest. We are going to do that. However, microbial mine is up here. Synergetics. This costs cinemas and gives additional production. This settler will stay in water and head south. This one land. I will take this titanium and the cinemas as well. So I will probably settle over here and move down there. And it seems everybody in this planet likes me. Everybody's cooperating. Even this Susan Fielding is kind of positive about our relationship. Let's say we are cooperating. How about the potential agreements? The important agreements are missing, namely the student aid. That would grant us free specialists, or at least free of food upkeep, so wouldn't have to consume food. So their net worth would be simply positive. Growers would simply produce for food and not take any. Right now they are producing 4 and taking 2, so 2 food and 2 energy in surplus. That's huge, sure, but that could be better. Let's ask for civil infrastructure or not. We would lose out on diplomatic capital. We have a quest for biofactory. They will produce food or culture. Let's produce more food. We don't have enough food, right? Colonist, it was in danger. There were some aliens down here, but we can settle over here. That will be a good location. Let's settle this colonist. And yeah, this one as well. Circe and Zuberi. And we can also produce colonists very fast in Magan, even though they cost 95 production, 52 production from production, and additional 21. So 73 towards colonists. That would be insane. Instead, I'm going to push for agricultural development in the city, so that it grows much faster. There are no limitations in terms of housing, in terms of, well, I would expect some limitations, happiness, but that's covered by our colony health. So if you have enough colony health, you can have as big cities as you want. Let's get this city settled, and this one will be over here. So this one will probably one. I don't have a good place for it. Obviously, there's some petroleum down here, so let's explore. Exploring with the colonist is always questionable. However, I think it's fine because all of the others are also covering the seas. Let's purchase another colonist. And I think I'm overdoing it right now, so I will hold my colonization for a while until we resolve and see how the colony health is doing. Let's settle this city and the next one. There's some algae minerals fence, probably this location. Additional virtue, we can finally get this synergy bonus, 1 health for every city. This only counteracts the mechanic of every city generates simply 4 unhealth per city, plus some per population. So it will only generate, well, 3 effectively, but the negative and the positives can be changed. I'm not going for joy from variety. Let's take eudaimonia, less overall negative health, and suddenly we are in positives already. This colonist, 1, 2, 3, there is space over here. And we got a cruiser. Let's start bombarding the siege worm from sea where it is defenseless. There are photo systems. We can start working on solar collectors and get additional food from plantations. We can upgrade gunners into strikers, healing after killing an enemy unit, and cruisers into tritons, and later the mako. Be stronger when not next to any friendly unit. So we will not have a large military, but it will be strong. It can be flanked, but I mean it is not assisted by any other of our own neighboring units. Regarding our next research, I think we should be going for terraforming, simply just for the flowstone quarry and perhaps the Gaian well as well. But that, let's take geophysics and then terraforming. I found some more aquatic resources out here, so this colonist will settle out here, probably move away and utilize all of these series. However, this one didn't find anything of note. Probably this river will provide enough reason to settle over there. There is an alien skeleton. That's because there is an unknown submarine destroyed it. I wanted to finish my quest, damn it. My guess is that there is an NSA submarine, but I can't tell because I can't see any of that. In that case, let's settle over here, and this one will go north and will be probably eaten, but I don't mind. It was 270 energy only, not much more. I can now upgrade one of my traits. However, I would like to switch out the developer one. It loses its reasoning if you are already in positives enough. We could go humanitarian and increase our city food yield even more, or honestly, just improve any of the city yields. Nothing else strikes my mind, so let's just be humanitarian and get simply more food. And the colonist was not destroyed. In that case, let's settle down here and send a striker to protect it. And we'll start building the solar collectors in our capital in Ion. Who knows, will be the trading superpower there. Yeah. Yes, Duncan, we are planning on taking over the entire planet. And we'll be settling a lot more. Currently, we are happy with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new cities. And the bad thing about this game is that you have to launch the orbital unit in order to be able to build the next one. Let's launch it over here. Task that we are working in addition to all the grower slots in here. Here we got geophysics. Perhaps there are good geothermal places. Not many. That's 1 point of geothermal. There is some down here. Nothing very interesting. Alright, this can be purchased and this can be worked. And we are launching 1 solar collector per turn. This means we are going to be rich. Right now, I am saving up all the buildings that I'm going to build, purchase in my new cities. Old cities produce energy like with xenofuel plant, Then the solar collectors. Let's launch one over this land in general, another one around here. Another one here over Ion. We get a quest decision for the Cinefuel plant, and we are going to supercharge our cinemas walls, so they are worth working. Another solar collector here over Bongani. Well, this location, so over here, I can just dot all over with the solar collectors, and it will be relevant because we are, I'm not sure, but they get the colonization corps founding cities immediately perk from our agreements. Humanitarian, right? Nobody else wanted to be humanitarian. These cities are almost founded, well, almost settled. Prepare on the implosion of our health situation. These cities have grown, so they can support additional trade route. Can crisscross our empire with these trade routes, and that's reasonable. They only take 3 turns guild and 1 turn in Magan. Quest decision for Xena Nursery, we can get immediate science or cinema's resources. Usually I take science, and if we are going for harmony, the cinema's resources are okay. As you can see, all of the aliens that were down here dangerously looking at us, they're gone. Trade route, we can have all of our cities grow faster, but I wanted to switch this trade route to Gyagungan. Decision over under for dry docks. I will take gladly the 10% production. And Zuberi is one of the first buildings, first to be founded. Let's start with trade depots. And that also means purchasing. Well, mass digester is worth if you can work it, or food from the grower is used. But first, in my land cities, I will purchase vivarium. This will yield 3 food anyway. But in my land sea cities, well, this one probably use worker. And I will purchase the mass digester soon after, when it grows to at least size 4, because there are 1, 2, 3 good tiles already. This is a good location for a city. I would probably settle it on the island. It's a very interesting place to be. And of course, I've got enough diplomatic capital to upgrade one of my traits. Let's upgrade the humanitarian one so that we get to the city food yield increased by 15% much faster. And Thabo, even if it doesn't have much unhealth, will, well, unhealth from population. That's okay. I think it's reasonable to build the Akro Kamui over here. And the first improvement I built in Zuberi is the cinemas. Well, because this is one of the best improvements in the game after we have upgraded it here. And I think we have covered everything that we needed with the solar collectors within a few turns. Can switch to, let's say, a research development. It says 25% of production into science, 25% out of 46. That should be 11.5. Quite decent amount of bonus. But we are going down in colony health, so let's counteract that. And in all of these new cities, we need to build clinics as well. And I also forgot to build or buy buildings in many of our startup cities. But now we have a quest for tidal turbines. They can provide more energy or health. Let's take the health. We will need it for our big population. Since we've finished, no, it was settled. Let's purchase the vivarium as a priority. It's the same in Masigo. See? No, Xerxes already has it working. Some decent tiles for now. Laden was founded and has some decent tiles to work. But this city needs to be moved. We'll take trade depot at least. And all of these trade convoys, they will support some outlier cities like Masigo. This city will not have good tiles. There are just not enough of them. There's some titanium, there's some floatstone, and of course the coastal tiles. But this city will definitely use the mass digester that we will purchase. And our final city was founded here, Jabolile, needs a vivarium, so let's purchase it. The geothermal well, our first source of geothermal, well, this other one is probably from trade. Okay, many of these new cities have a new trade route available, so I will purchase the traders and build basic buildings in these, like a clinic. So let's purchase trade convoy. They are really cheap, right? And I can just check that as well here from Masago, from Circe, from Zuberi. All right, those 3 are covered. And I will end the episode right here. We finished the terraforming that added us up to level 1 in supremacy. We are not at level 4 yet, but our next research will go into, well, I'm going for alien hybridization. However, I need more specialist buildings, and that will probably be the Neurolab and Holosuit, or it could be the Cell Cradle. I will leave you hanging and see you next. In the next episode, we have expanded, we have secured our, well, new cities, new lands, and we are growing pretty well. Our capital and our big cities are growing really fast. Let's see if we can keep up with the colony health. All these new cities, they will be health, well, not negative, but health neutral in time. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode. Bye.